Since I was young, I had a dream to get 100 bands. So much money that it can't fit in a rubber band. I was on the bottom, now I got the upper hand.
What's good, y'all?
What's good, y'all?
Welcome back to my... ooh. Damn, I was trying to make it by myself. Damn, I was thinking of something. Yeah. I thought of myself for a second. My bad.
Welcome back to the channel.
Yes, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kay.
I'm Brandon.
Equals
Brandon.
So,
we got requested to react to this video.
Why rappers are scared of Kendrick Lamar.
I mean, he is called the boogeyman for a reason.
That's why. Gemini season.
Man, he's the boogeyman. Certified boogeyman.
Because we Geminis, we start season right now. By the way, my birthday's in like 13 days, I think. 13 days, y'all. So yeah, that's just a flex, just a little bit. But yeah. So everybody's scared of Kendrick Lamar because he can really snap on you,
man.
And is a boogeyman, and he know how to read niggas.
Man, it's just because it's Kendrick Lamar, one of the greatest rappers of all time. So it's like
he know how to read niggas. He don't be playing about niggas. He be minding his business, but somehow y'all be trying to get in his business.
Yeah. He
be minding his business, but y'all trying to get in his. So.
The video came out 7 days ago, so this is really new. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, the person. Hold on, I gotta know who mentioned it. Somebody suggested it's like a few days ago.
Yeah, a few days ago. Yeah. But yeah,
I'm gonna find a comment. Though.
We gonna see. Cause I don't know. I remember it was like, I don't know if it's true or not, but I remember like people saying like Lupe Fiasco. He had like beef with Kendrick before. There's like a whole bunch of rappers who had beef with Kendrick before, but like they never made diss tracks about him, obviously. Right. Stuff like that, but
right.
And also Kendrick, he's a boogeyman. Like he been dissing people pretty much like his whole career, going back to the whole Control verse with yeah, on that song. So
yeah. Well, I can't find your shit.
Yeah, I'm saying you know who you are.
Yeah, you suggested this. I don't remember his name, but you did request this video, so we about to react to it. Like you said, people have been having beef with Kendrick, but they back out, we apologizing right after because they know they get into. So before we get this video, like, comment, and subscribe. We are close to 1,000 subscribers.
For real. We appreciate all y'all who've been subscribing, who've been going back and watching all the diss tracks and all the other stuff. We appreciate y'all.
I don't think nobody has, but if you've been watching our old videos, like if y'all
if y'all really been watching those videos, y'all the real ones for real.
For real, if y'all going back and watching those, those are up. I mean, I suggest y'all go to a marathon and just watch how we progress, low key. Yeah, that's like the good thing about it.
Progression is not stopping.
Yeah, we're still going. So yeah, if y'all watching that, good looks. Y'all interacting with us, we interact with you. So that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we interact, you interact with us, we do it right back to you. So yeah, yeah, do that, like, comment, subscribe. Anyway, so we can react to this video. Screen record starts right now.
Boom. Let's see this. And also, gotta say this, shout out to Drake, cause I ain't gonna lie, people really scared of Kendrick. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give Drake his props for actually, you know, like having like diss tracks about him.
Piss them off by saying that shit. They go like, shout out to Drake.
Bro, shout out to Drake.
He don't write his own shit.
He don't write his own shit. Man, who cares, bro?
He's talking about some shout out to Drake for saying that nigga barely made it.
I was like, hey, he stood up to this nigga.
Drake barely made it.
He barely did. He barely
made it out. That nigga lost.
But we're gonna see in this video.
That boy.
Kendrick Lamar is terrifying to his fellow rappers. Not just in the wake of his recent activity, but long before he was ever as battle-tested as he is now. At the minute, hip-hop is basking in the landscape where he destroyed Drake so savagely that his name is now being used.
Sorry to pause it, but comment down below your favorite Kendrick Lamar diss track out of the whole beef. So far, mine is Euphoria. I gotta listen to that shit like it's like a morning prayer. I ain't gonna lie, like, bro, that song it's just too iconic.
Yeah, that is like his best song.
Yeah, but comment down below.
Is an acronym to warn others.
So I'm rap against Kendrick ever.
Yeah.
You didn't sit home with the fucking BlackBerry or the bum composition book and write acronyms for your own fucking name.
But while Drake's defeat at K-Dot's hands
Joe
isn't
Budden's
exactly
a
why
mess.
so few have gone at Kendrick over the years, what is it that makes his reputation so fierce in the first place? Well, there's actually a variety of factors that made it clear to the whole world that Kendrick wasn't a man to trifle with. My name is Luesta, and this is why rappers are scared of Kendrick Lamar. There's a lot of angles to tackle why Kendrick has such a reputation for being one of the MCs that you just don't attempt to rhyme against. But one of the main reasons...
Experience Nair Wax.
Damn it.
Freddie Strips.
Yeah, we don't have that
Easiest
free.
wax ever.
What's your
Nair.
YouTube not getting my money. Y'all crazy.
For real. Bro, until y'all give us some money.
For real.
And we getting close.
Something's got a hold on. Reasons is that the reverence that the culture has for him trickles down to the top of the industry. Co-signed by Dr. Dre and passed the torch to the West Coast by Snoop Dogg, The Game, Corrupt, and every other OG you can think of.
I'm gonna say this simultaneous.
Yeah, I remember
You got
this.
the torch, nigga. You better rock.
Even the legendary Eminem once thought that his pen game couldn't possibly live up to the hype.
The thing with M was crazy to me. He kicks everybody out the studio. I took it as him kicking everybody out to see if that's really you writing them raps that you're writing.
Okay,
You know what I'm
with
saying?
Eminem known to be
Eminem.
upset at rappers who use ghostwriters, that's a pretty fair assumption. But as Ed Sheeran remembered, he soon found out exactly why K-Dot was given so many props by people that he respected.
Eminem, he'd heard that Kendrick Lamar was the best rapper, and he invited him to the studio to get him on a song. And he arrived, and Kendrick came with all his mates. And Eminem said, "I just want you in the studio, just you on your own. And then my engineer's going to come in and then record you doing it, but your mates aren't allowed in." And then Kendrick did it, wrote a sick verse, and then everyone came in to listen to it. And Eminem said he did it to test Kendrick because he.
So what song does Kendrick and Eminem have together?
I mean, that is.
It's not ringing a bell to me, but
I actually fuck with Eminem for that.
I'll say Eminem
Because
a real one.
y'all niggas cannot rap for real.
Yeah.
Like right when y'all always want y'all little, y'all little side helpers.
Yeah, everybody always wanted like they whole team with them in the studio. If they,
Right.
if not, they're like, well, like we just not even gonna do it or whatever. It's
Yeah, like
come on,
it's
bro.
lame. Like y'all can't do shit independently.
For real.
Like so, I can respect her for that. I would do the same shit. Let me see you write a song by yourself.
For real.
See if you do.
Well, he had a ghostwriter, and he then realised that he didn't, and then claimed that he was the best.
Ever since the two of them collaborated on Love Game off the Marshall Mathers LP2, Eminem has known that Lamar is among the elites in the game. And in a rare show of vulnerability from Shady, he suggested that he would think twice about coming for Kendrick.
It's the same thing if I getting on the track with Kendrick. I can never tell him what the fuck he's gonna do.
Right.
Cause he is such a chameleon of styles, and he can fucking do pretty much anything, right?
Right.
And he's so proficient at it. He's so good at it, and you don't know what you're gonna get. That to me is like a top tier lyricist.
That's Gemini
because it's
shit.
like,
I'm sorry, not to flex.
you can get your ass kicked any day.
Besides,
That's a fact. Bro, that says a lot. If Eminem is saying that about you, like Eminem, he probably like one of like the most scariest rappers to ever like go up against in like a battle.
He said Kendrick probably was like, boy, I mean, you ain't on me either. So,
Nah.
that he even said that Kendrick's scary. Shit.
He said Kendrick is a chameleon of rap,
That's
like
that-
so many
I'm
different
telling- I'm
styles.
just
Like,
saying, y'all, that's that Gemini shit. We know how to adapt to anything, bro. It's not a gimmick. We don't care. We know how to adapt to anything. Like we don't. It's easy for us. So I'm just saying, it's a flex, but
foreshadowing rappers on features, K-Dot never had to square off with other MCs in the same way that Shady had to in his career. But he always insisted that he had it in him to tear a rapper to shreds, even after he became a mainstream star. His entire Section 80 campaign basically revolved around the claim that he would kill your favorite rapper. Then, on Damn's Element, he issued a warning that all they had to do was say his name and they'll see Candyman. Then, after winning a Pulitzer Prize, he let his colleagues know what time it was on Rich Spirit, where he told them to stop playing with him before he turns you into a song.
stop playing.
Now, in the wake of Aubrey's demolition and J. Cole waving the white flag, we know that wasn't an idle threat, as over these past few weeks, he's left massive footprints on their legacies. As they struggle to pick themselves back up, you can imagine that no one will be stepping to Dot anytime soon. But long before everything that followed Kendrick's declaration of "fuck the big three, it's just Big Me" went down, rappers already showed a real reluctance to cross him. In fact, when they let their ego get in the way and spoke out against him, they usually decided to pay homage instead. Because although he had never really
Compton Cowboy. I see that belt.
a battle until Drake thought he could take him on, he already proved how much his presence and the chatter around your career can do with Big Sean. In many ways, Big Sean is pretty much the reason why Kendrick is going at Drake in the first place. By now, we all know about K-Dot's infamous verse on Control, where he hijacked Big Sean's track to let the whole industry know that even though he had love for them, he was trying to murder them and take their fans. At the same time, Big Sean insisted that he didn't even get bodied on the track, even though he opted to leave it off his Hall of Fame album that it was originally intended to be on. But he never really managed to escape its shadow.
I put that work in. Like, you're not gonna disrespect me. I hop on any track with anybody, and I will not only stand my own, you gonna know that it's my verse, and you gonna know I'm in it.
Except for Control. Kendrick watched you on Control.
No, stop it.
Sean, come on now.
Charlamagne is a crazy.
I swear he be instigating. Like
I swear.
He be instigating.
But shit. I mean, he's not wrong though. Kendrick did watch him on Control. Like, he's not wrong, but.
Yeah.
And how long ago is that? What year is this?
That was you right. You got better. You're right. And
I still don't feel like I got washed anyway.
Nah, you got washed on Control.
Whatever. Your opinion. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't focus on people's opinions. You know why? Because that's gonna throw you off.
Although he never fully accepted that there was beef, Big Sean did attempt to throw subliminal shots at Dot from time to time. For example, on songs like Me, Myself, and I and No More Interviews, people felt like the Detroit rapper was aiming at Kendrick's rapping style. But as is often the case, Kendrick never even acknowledged that anything was going down. Then, on The Hard Part 4, he let the world know that he heard what was being said, and that if he kept pushing, Big Sean would get what he thought he wanted.
My fans can't wait for me to sign your punk ass and crush your whole little shit. I'll be pun your punk ass, you a scared little bitch.
While he never got a formal diss track dedicated to him, Big Sean was informed in no uncertain terms that Kendrick would come at his neck whenever he wanted to. Meanwhile, the Control situation left such a permanent imprint on Big Sean's career that you can almost divide it between the time before that verse and everything that happened after. And in a move that has really set the tone for how people come out of the other side of squabbling with Kendrick, Big Sean speaks of him with nothing but admiration now, and basically acts as if there was never a problem in the first place.
Damn, so let me find out. He said, you know what?
Big Sean, a smart man. Smart.
What he just said, you know what, look.
He basically just been giving Kendrick like his props and stuff like that.
What the fuck?
The whole
sorry about the ads.
Big Sean Kendrick beef was going on. It was something I wish I would have spoke up about because there was nothing. So then I remember going online and seeing like, oh, is he talking about Kendrick? Because I was talking about people who rap fast. I wasn't beefing with nobody.
Insisting that he didn't want any problems, Big Sean still had to acknowledge that the whole thing has haunted him for years.
And in every verse I do, people be like, oh, is this a response? Is this a response? And I'm like, it's like, damn, I can't even show no aggression. People think it's a damn response. It got to a point where somehow it was just a weird tension between me and him, even though it was already said it wasn't no beef because people made it that way, right?
Although Big Sean...
And that's what people gotta realize. This is why J. Cole apologized. J. Cole kept saying like, you know, like he was losing sleep over it, shit like that. It's like he already knew like any song like he was like actually like really rapping on, like talking this shit.
They always thought it was a response.
Yeah, like they would think it like it's about like Kendrick or something.
Yeah.
Shout out to J. Cole once again, bro.
Okay,
Smart.
well, I guess you did do right.
You did. Hell.
You did right.
Bro.
I think us like hip hop was just thirsting for like a
that's
all it was.
Especially
and it's just J. Cole
time.
And it's a person that you never seen somebody snap before.
Yeah. And you know he got the
like,
talent.
Oh,
to
like
do
you
it.
know, yeah. I'm saying that happens with a lot. Okay, all my our quiet, low key, chill motherfuckers, nonchalant motherfuckers, y'all understand that shit for real. Like y'all know, everybody always fiend for us to snap for some odd reason.
Everybody always want the quiet person to say something.
Yeah, like even just say something like a cuss word or just anything crazy, just snapping, like just want us to pop off. When really in reality we sparing y'all, but yeah, I think that's basically what that gave a little bit. J. Cole. We just wanted to see somebody snap, like pop off, because they know they can. Because you know, nonchalant, chill people who be quiet, cooling, we can't snap off like for real. But so I understand. So it's one of those.
Man, I feel bad for Big Sean though. This crazy.
Man, he cannot.
I swear, the people out there whoever was rocking with Big Sean before like the whole Control verse came out, then after that, like y'all started looking at him like different. Y'all was never like a real fan, bro. Stop it.
For real.
The Big Sean, I don't care what y'all say, he is like one of like the best rappers that we have
really
right
good.
now.
Y'all gotta put respect.
Like, y'all gotta stop playing well.
Yeah, Big Sean really like that.
Facts.
Probably got the raw end of the deal out of control. There was another man on the track who goes by the name of Jay Electronica. And although he was regarded as one of the world's greatest MCs at the time, he didn't escape unscathed either. Basically, Jay Elect didn't appreciate the fact that people were saying Kendrick beat him on the track. In fact, he said that Dot was envious of him.
Kendrick will body you. Look, you couldn't pay Kendrick $1 million. Kendrick wouldn't tell you. Kendrick could tell you himself he couldn't body me. Kendrick, look, Kendrick is my son. Kendrick is my baby. Kendrick wishes that he could be me.
Followed up with his verse on The Curse of Mayweather, where he rapped, he got 11 Grammy nominations, y'all not equal, man fuck these white people, which refers to the amount of Grammys Kendrick won at the time. He followed it up with, my grandmother died at 82 scrubbing floors, and rappers still running around begging for awards. J-Leg looked like he was practically begging for problems. Then, from out of nowhere, he seemed to have a change of heart and was giving Dot his flowers all of a sudden. Lastly, peace to K-Dot and TDE, because regardless to whom or what, we're brothers fighting the same energy. Forgive my past energy. Although it's unclear what made him switch up like that, Jay, like many rappers we're going to discuss, was another man who folded on Dot when he was put to the test. For the most part, hip-hop's response to Kendrick's name drops on Control not only laid the groundwork for the Drake beef, but it also set the precedent for how rappers would tiptoe around him. At the time, there were tons of responses to Control, but they all seemed like they were carefully towing the line as to not go too far. For example, after feeling angered that Slaughterhouse were left out of the shoutouts, one of the group's members, Joel Ortiz, responded with the vicious track titled Out of Control, where he let Kendrick have it.
And then you the king of New York, little homie, you ain't the king of New York, you the next thing on my floor.
But later on, he would do an interview with Vibe and say that he was actually saluting Kendrick for the most part. As for the notoriously fearless Joe Budden, he was hosting a live stream for the response track only to opt out and not release it. Amid responses from Papoose and others, Kendrick remained so calm about the whole thing that it would be impossible for it to not strike fear in their hearts.
How you feeling about all the comebacks lately from your Control verse? You gotta try harder.
So when they back down, it really made the whole culture realize that Lamar was to be treated with respect. Basically, there's always a caveat when it comes to K-Dot slander, rather than anyone really coming for his neck. I mean, just look at what happened to French Montana when he attempted to diss him. Over the years, French has had a few things to say about Kendrick. First off, he claimed that he was being pushed by the industry.
Why you think Kendrick sells more than like street rappers?
Cause they position him like how they did in the Grammys as the new music. Well, I don't feel like that's, you know, it's not that it's not the right thing to do, but I just feel like you see, it was like the whole thing was like Kendrick Knight.
Then, more ridiculously, he said that he had more hits than him, only to be clowned relentless.
What the fuck would what did he just say?
He just sounded like he jealous of Kendrick.
It did sound like, because he stuttered or like that.
Yeah.
By the internet. If we're just talking about anthems, me versus Kendrick hit for hit, I believe I can go neck to neck. I've been making hits for a long time. I love Kendrick. That's not just for Kendrick, that's for anybody they put in front of me. However, not everyone agreed with this. I mean, even other rappers hopped on the bandwagon to mock him for it.
Stupid ass nigga say he got more hits than Kendrick Lamar. Fool. Man, say he got
I swear, Young Thug, he just loves showing off like his jewelry.
I swear he said
whenever he on camera, bro.
Fool. Like now, like really, friends? You really thought that?
Yeah, French Montana crazy.
I like your confidence, but it's
like his confidence, but
it's a bit delusion.
Nah.
Like ain't nobody looking for you, checking for you.
Me and Kendrick. Bro, your junk ass nigga got more hits than no motherfucking Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure you got more hits or anthems than me. You smoke hard, boy. You tripping. You on real dope.
But while he had smoked
He's
his
on real
and
hard.
engaged in a war of words with him over it, French Montana never tried to provoke K-Dot any further. And now, just like everyone else, French has since basically apologized for even thinking he could mess with him and said he was just in his feelings at the time.
Clearly. I ain't win a Grammy for Unforgettable. That's what it was? Yeah, but Kendrick is my dog. But just that one day at the interview, I was just so heated that I ain't win, and he was the winner. And I was just like, yo. But I fuck with Kendrick. I fuck with the whole team.
Opting to say that he was in the wrong, rather than say Kendrick had any part in it, this is a rare show of humility for a rapper. And while Cole has been taking all the flack for getting up on that Dreamville Festival stage and saying that his 7-minute drill diss song towards Kendrick didn't sit right with his spirit and would be deleted off streaming services.
When I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit.
Did you know that he shaved?
I see why now.
Oh, man.
Oh, bro.
Kendrick put real fear in niggas' hearts, bro.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I
Man.
like that though. I respect it.
Shit disrupts my fucking peace.
History shows that he's not the first person to make his apologies to Kendrick. And maybe fear of being dismantled on a verse wasn't the only reason. Although his immense talents on the mic are one major factor, French extending his love to Kendrick's whole team is important. Because as these rappers likely learned before going at his neck, messing with Kendrick requires you to go up against an army. And while Kendrick might have been a good kid in a mad city, he's got a whole city behind him. And there's something dangerous about Kendrick that not a lot of people speak about. Growing up in Compton, Kendrick was exposed to the gang lifestyle early on, and many of his best friends were active members. Then, after joining TDE, he suddenly found himself in the midst of the Bounty Hunter Bloods and Hoover Crips as he teamed up with fellow label mates Schoolboy Q and J-Rock, as well as a whole host of other people who were repping sets. Recently, Kendrick's gang ties have come under the microscope again, because if the rumors are true, Cole might have received a tip to back off from the beef that sounds not too dissimilar to what you'd see on the streets from Schoolboy Q. Reporting from Dreamville Festival, an unnamed source revealed that it was actually Schoolboy Q who allegedly warned J. Cole to stop beefing with Kendrick before the apology. I'm not specifying what kind of warning, whether it was a bullying move, a Debo-like maneuver, or just a friendly heads up. I don't think it matters at this point, but based on what Punch, TDE's president, said, I think they gave him what he needed to hear to bow out of the battle with as much grace as possible. Whether he was letting him know what kind of heat K-Dot had in store for Drake with the abuse allegations, or
honestly, I think Schoolboy Q was just looking as a friendly friend.
Yeah,
I think he was
I
like,
do
yo,
too.
no, don't get in this, bro.
For real.
Because he like, look, he said, Kendrick hate this nigga Drake. Don't get into this.
He said it's not even worth
bro,
it, bro.
like, just, I really think it wasn't no liability shit at all. I just think
Yeah,
he was
I don't
like,
think
J.
so
Cole, don't
either.
be in this, bro. I'm letting you know this right now. Don't do it.
He said, man, as a friend, just back out of this.
Right, for real, because it's like, but it's so crazy. 'Cause I really believe that Drake tried to drag J. Cole in it because he didn't want to be by himself.
He probably did.
Like, that's just my opinion. I really do. Because why else would you fucking, like, why else would you have the confidence to do it? I mean, he was gonna probably do it regardless. But I'm just saying, like, just think about him bringing J. Cole in it. Wouldn't that make you have confidence too? Like, oh yeah, I got J. Cole on my side. You can't do shit. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I have a feeling that's how Drake was. But then J. Cole back out of it. So now Drake didn't have nothing to.
Yeah, that's probably what made Drake take a little bit longer to respond back, probably.
Exactly. That's my opinion. That's how I say it. I really do think Drake was just trying to drag J. Cole with him. Cause how I see it is Drake is like, if I'm gonna go, well, I know he think he ain't gonna go down, but I'm just saying, like, if I go down, you going with me type shit.
Yeah.
That's just me. That's just me.
him to ease up before things got dangerous. This whole situation proves that whatever Kendrick is getting involved in, the streets he grew up on have his back. In terms of gangs, Kendrick has long been rumored to have connections to the West Side Pirates. In addition to his affiliation to the red side of the city, Kendrick also has uncles who are Crips, several of which have served lengthy jail terms for gang-related activity and armed robbery, and he's still locked in with them to this very day.
Does the crew come out every time you come to Compton?
Yeah.
As a result of his connections, as well as old pictures of Kendrick dressed in red, Drake's recent assessment that he isn't affiliated to a set on his new track, Family Matters, has been ridiculed by people from Compton, while at the same time respecting Kendrick's desire to withhold that from becoming a big part of his identity.
Drake says you don't bang a set, and he says the game bangs a set, even Chris Brown bangs a set.
He just don't know Kendrick.
That's what I'm saying. Like Kendrick renounced his hood affiliation at a certain point.
Kendrick just don't be private and so like priding himself off of his gang culture. So I guess people think that he a non-affiliate. I don't know if we posted, but you know, hey.
But obviously, like the fact is Kendrick severely downplays gang affiliation.
The push-ups was in his hood, wasn't they? The push-ups that you talk about, they at the park.
Once again, the clues for Cali having his back have all been there in the music. On Section 80's Poe Man Dreams, Kendrick has a line where he says,
"The city got my back. Before that, I give them my torso. You think about it."
Basically, what he's saying here is that he can say things with his chest because he knows that he has the city behind him. And when you look close at those videos of Not Like Us going off in the club, he should definitely feel more confident in that than ever.
Because he got the whole universe, nigga. He with the culture feeling. We all feel that
While this
way.
could be taken literally for the whole state of California, that line may contain allusions to his gang ties. In an interview from back in the day, Snoop Dogg went into more detail about this.
It's just that he's a nice guy.
So they have a problem with it because he doesn't have a gangster approach. But let me let y'all know, he got 100,000 motherfucking gangsters with him. So y'all better watch what y'all say. You understand what I'm saying? Keep it hip-hop, because that's what he did. He kept it all hip-hop.
In spite of the fact that Kendrick hasn't ever definitively said he was a gangbanger, what we do know is that there are times in his life where he moves like one. Back in the day, Dot tried to intimidate AD of the No Jumper podcast and Back on Fig because Kendrick thought he was from a rival neighborhood.
Hey, you want to know a crazy thing about Kendrick, bro? My first encounter with him, he thought I was somebody else, bro. He low-key tried to press me.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Who do you think you were? Gorilla
He
Black?
from a different hood. I guess some niggas jumped him back in the day. And I came to the studio and he was mad. He was like, "Hey, you from Almond Block?" And I was like, "Nah," but he was hot.
You banged on him, man?
Where's Almond Block is another hood in Compton. And I was like, "Nah, I ain't from Almond Block."
You thought you were lying?
And he was like, "You is from Almond Block." I'm like, "Nah, I ain't from Almond Block. I'm over here."
Kendrick was determined. He said, "Man, I'm getting my ones, bro."
He said, "No, you are." He said, "Fuck you talking about?" He's like, "No, you are."
Oh,
bro, Kendrick was not playing. He said, "Nigga, yeah, you are. How you gonna tell me?"
Jeez.
That nigga Kendrick, boy.
And then we was cool after that.
But
he was mad.
Wait.
Mama Block, I'm over here.
Did
He was like, "Alright," and then we was cool after that.
But
he
he
was
say,
mad.
"Oh, alright."
No, he was mad. Yeah, he was mad. Like if I was from Almond Block, he would have got his get back on me that day.
From the gang members, which regularly appear in his music videos, the musical appears like mustard, proving that they'll throw away any other relationship to ride for his Cali comrade. Dot's status as king of the West Coast, and everything that entails it, would make anyone think twice before coming at him. But while there was speculation that Kendrick wasn't to be taken lightly, it's safe to say that this Drake battle has made that crystal clear. Although OVO stands...
Oh, Lord have mercy. We finna see that one dude.
Oh, dude.
That was like going crazy for Drake. What's his name?
OVO stands like Maul or...
Oh, man.
I was like, not
that makes may argue otherwise. There's no denying that Kendrick washed Drake. Bearing the music itself, the fact that he overthrew Drake's record for the highest streams for a rap song in a day with a track where he calls him a sex offender, it's just diabolical. Now, fans are waking up to the fact that he just wasn't to be messed with. I knew Kendrick Lamar was a dude that needed to be left alone when that video of him doing burpees in a parking lot while listening to old something is really wrong with him.
Like,
Look at this
playing
fucking
one,
psychopath.
Come on, psychopath.
His willingness to take a rapper out aside, what's happening to Drizzy these days, further explains to why he wasn't challenged before now. Because while people have been throwing jabs at Drake for years, it doesn't matter if they don't hit the general public. But with Kendrick, you have a rare mix of someone who isn't just obscenely skilled, but also has the platform to slander you and reach huge audiences. It's the fear of embarrassment. He's a better rapper than almost everyone in the industry skill-wise. He can do both mainstream and underground style music, when most artists just choose one and never change. Because he can immortalize you in a negative light in the form of a classic hit. If you needed proof that this is a real thing, just look at this school teacher's comments about the change in tone around Drake in the wake of Not Like Us dropping.
I, up until today, taught at a very Drake-centric high school. Rich Baby Daddy is the most frequently requested song to put on my class playlist. If I ask students what they're listening to in their headphones, Drake. The week after the leak was a nightmare. But today I walk in and I can feel that there has been a tectonic shift. Oh my god. This is a Kendrick school now. I pulled my classes on what they thought.
This is a
we were
Kendrick
ready
school
to
now.
throw down for Kendrick. I have like one Drake defender in each class, if that. And honestly, I feel bad for those kids because they were getting screamed at.
As people move to the sides, he has even hit Drake in his pockets. According to Billboard, from May 3rd to May 6th, Lamar's discography earned around 50 million streams, up 49% from the previous Friday to Monday tracking period. Meanwhile, Drake's overall catalog is actually down when you similarly compare his streams from that weekend to last weekend, and remove his 2 streaming available response tracks, Push-Ups and Family Matters. Although Kendrick won't overtake Drake's streaming numbers as a whole, what is clear is that Kendrick's versatility has proven to be a weapon, and as Eminem suggested earlier, one of the reasons why it's not advisable to test him.
If you go through all these records, from Like That to Euphoria to 616 in LA to Meet the Grams to Not Like Us, none of those records sound the same at all. It's the widest range I've ever seen in the amount of time in any
Exactly.
For real. And like, that's the thing. Like, I understand some Drake fans out there, they're gonna say, oh, like Drake, he still won or whatever.
And that's
he
why you
didn't.
could think that.
He didn't win. Even though that's your opinion, that's fine. He did not win. Kendrick
didn't.
did every single type of style like you could think of. And Drake copied the style on Family Matters. He copied basically like the whole like Euphoria.
I didn't even
style.
catch that until you told me.
He did. Like,
yeah,
it's like 3 beat switches and all that shit. It's just Drake. It's just, you know, it's like his style. But like Drake, he cannot make a song like Meet the Grams. He can't even do Not Like Us. So I don't know, man.
He just Drake just doesn't have it.
He has it in his own way. He's not.
It's not as y'all Drake fans like.
Yeah,
think.
the Drake fans, y'all be doing.
It's like
way
y'all
too
gassing
much,
him
bro.
as if
Y'all
like
do
he's
way
so
too much.
hard, but it's like he's not hard. Like, get that out y'all head. Like, that's what y'all making it seem like. I think that's why y'all trying to go so hard. Like, and saying like he think he hard, but he's not on Kendrick level.
I'm like, bro, it's fine. Like, I don't know.
He
It's
did
just
not move like Kendrick did. Like,
Nah.
like Kendrick said in the fucking song, Fubu was not in your collection.
for real, and the thing, Drake, he tried to do the fucking social media games and that shit backfired on him.
It did backfire.
And Kendrick didn't post anything on social media.
Right, he just let.
He just
let
posted
it
his
be
songs.
hip-hop.
For real, like that's all he did, bro.
Yeah, right. Man, I'm telling you, Kendrick is a fucking genius. I don't care what y'all say.
The little memes is lose esteem. They figured you out. Like, come on, bro.
Battle ever. When it comes to the rapping and the music, fuck all like the timeline or what's true and what's not true. Who's rapping and who is putting out the better records? Kendrick Lamar checked every fucking box sonically that you could think of.
From his pen game to his potential gang ties, there are lots of reasons why Kendrick is feared. But the biggest reason of all should be how seriously he takes his craft.
I'm so passionate about hip hop, man. Like, I don't know what era everybody else come from, but I listen, man. Like, we play house parties, bro, every night. I love it to a point I can't even describe it. And when I heard these artists say they're the best coming up, I said, I'm not doing it to have a good song or one good rap or a good hook or a good bridge. I want to keep doing it every time, period. And to do it every time, you have to challenge yourself and you have to confirm to yourself that you're the best, period.
This explains the responsibility.
That is a fact, and that is also why it takes Kendrick a minute to drop like albums, because like obviously he takes this shit like super serious. He wants his albums to be really good from top to bottom. He's not rushing it. And that's kind of been Drake's downfall over like the last couple of years.
He
like,
just pushes it out.
Yeah, he just pushes out albums. Like,
see, I really respect Kendrick the most. No wonder I just fuck with him heavy.
Yeah.
Now, hearing him say that, I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
Because if you're passionate about music and everything else, you would take your time. You know, rushing. You want to get better. You want to practice. Like, that's what it comes with. You want to be good.
Yeah.
Lately, nowadays, y'all just doing it for a little quick check because y'all don't want to work for somebody.
man, they do that. Or they get pressured by social media. People spam y'all comments like, hey, like when you finna drop? That's why Kendrick, I mean,
He stay off social media.
Yeah, I mean, he probably be on social media, but it's not like he like engaged with it like how someone like Drake is, or like, you know, like all like these other artists and shit.
Exactly, and I respect that.
Yeah, man. I was like, bro, were you really passionate about this shit, bro? Can't nobody rush you, man.
Exactly.
You just gotta take your time.
Exactly.
Feels to uphold standards, as well as why Drake taking the culture without giving back bothers him so much.
This is not something you just play with, you know, get some few dollars and get out, you know. People live their lives to this music.
Didn't I just
my partners in the hood right now, they listen to rap every day because it's the only thing that can relate to their stories and their tribulations. You have to take in consideration what you write down on that paper. And if you're not doing it to say the most impactful, you're doing it to be the best you can be for the listener. What are we doing here?
Always one to keep his sword sharp, Kendrick would never allow himself to lose with that kind of mindset. In a genre where other rappers lose their hunger over time, K-Dot has always stayed as determined to prove himself as when Overly Dedicated dropped. At the same time, never bothering anyone unless he feels provoked. To explain why Kendrick is among the most feared rappers of any era, we need to borrow a phrase that dates back to Roman times. If you want peace, prepare for war. Whether you may realize it or not, Kendrick stays ready. And after destroying Drake, he's probably bought himself a whole lot of that coveted peaceful life for decades to come. Unless someone is stupid enough to ignore these warnings and try him again.
Man, good video, man. Shout out to I forgot how you say his name, but well, this shit is Luista. Then shout out to him. Well, good video,
Good
man.
video.
Good video.
I'm gonna read the comments. Yeah, I fuck with this. That makes me respect Kendrick 100 times more, honestly.
Yeah,
I like
for
the way he moves because I respect it because I wouldn't move like that.
I mean, you got to though.
Like, I like the way he moves.
Certified Boogie Man. I'm the one that up the skull with him.
All the rappers that mad at Doc from winning Grammy. Saying, wait, all these rappers mad at Doc from winning Grammy saying it means nothing are the same ones putting their albums up for their Grammy. Exactly, like they don't make sense. Like, what?
Like that's why in Family Ties, Kendrick and Baby Keem, like he was saying like he said like who went platinum? I call that a visitor. Because everybody goes platinum nowadays.
Yeah, and everybody was trying to flex it. Saying, I went 3 times. I went to, okay.
But it's like, can you, and Drake even said it before. He said like, when to say when. He said like you made a hit. He said make another one.
Yeah, like y'all be flexing. Like, I'm 3 times platinum. I'm I'm 2 times platinum. I'm 1 time. Like, okay, like
it doesn't matter, bro.
Hanging it like it's a toy or something. Like, bro, relax. Like, can you keep that shit going? Y'all don't think about longevity.
They don't.
Y'all don't think about that shit at all. Y'all just think about the moment.
That's why we was saying Ice Spice is not good, bro.
Exactly. That's why we were saying that. Like, y'all want to get mad at us and shit. That's why we said that. She doesn't have longevity.
Like, we can just see it. Like,
right. We see right through motherfuckers. Damn. Can y'all not? Clearly y'all don't.
Someone in this comment said J. Cole touches your heart, Kendrick touches your soul, Drake touches your kids. Like, holy shit.
Oh my
god damn. Golly. Bro.
That's a wild comment, but is it? I mean
he said K-Dot has everything Drake wants. He is respected, he is protected, he has a legit background, he has a city to represent. Drake doesn't.
Yeah, I was just thinking that mid video. Like, I think that's why Drake envies Kendrick a lot, because he got people behind his back. People don't play about Kendrick, but why they gonna do whatever they want?
Come from Cali.
Yeah, and I think Drake envies that hard. I thought of that too during like the disses too. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. But like, I think he really does envy Kendrick, and I think that's why also with when in Control, when Kendrick said that, and then Drake got in his feelings.
Yeah.
I just think that just set the bar for his jealousy for him. Like, I just think he always been like jealous of him. That's why he just wanted him on his songs and tracks and shit. But then like when he did that track, I think it just added cherry on top of his jealousy towards Kendrick. And I think that's why he said, why would you say that? Like, I mean, only a jealous person will reply like that.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all catch what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I just think Drake always envied Kendrick. Honestly.
I can see that for sure.
He always has. He just, that's why he was trying to, I don't know why, but that's why he was trying to go 1v1 with him.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Like Kendrick said, he said it's time for him to prove that he's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, other than that, good video though.
Yeah, good video, man.
I fuck with Kendrick heavy now.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've been messing with Kendrick back when we was in like middle school, like 12, 13 years old.
Yeah, so. I've been fucking with him. But yeah, I don't know, for that, it just, I feel like that's something I needed to hear.
For real.
I ain't gonna lie. Just cause what I'm trying to do, so I just think that gave me a little more of a push.
A little bit more juice. Yeah.
But you'll see whenever I do it.
Yeah, whenever the time comes. So.
Right. But like, comment, and subscribe.
Comment down below.
If y'all agree with what we said, subscribe. Share this video if y'all agree with what we said. And y'all comment on what y'all think too. Y'all opinions are welcome in the comments. Yes, y'all can put it down below. Y'all can let it all out. Let us know. So we'll read it and reply to you. So. Yeah, so that's it for the video.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Roll to 1K. We probably already hit 1K, but it's like we not done.
So. Right, it's still more work to do. So yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, we out.
Yeah.
Ride me like a lamb. She thinks she fuck with me, so she gon' try to leave a man. But she blew me in the past, so she blew her chance. I told her if she